picture perfect. Baby, we're 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 picture perfect.
First and foremost, we thank the Creator for another day of life. Despite where we are in our lives, the struggles and successes we have experienced, He brought us back here again and together. The gift of life is the greatest gift of all. Nothing else truly matters except the love we receive from those who matter the most. My name is Jameel Davis. I'm a part of ESKAPPE. With me, I have dance artist Shamonica McCall, and I got entrepreneur SirWilliam Cofield. And together, they will be helping me discuss our topic today, which is what defines beauty. So, with all these new breakthroughs in makeup and other alterations, it's difficult to determine beauty. We live in a society that seems to raise the standards year after year. You know, when you think of beauty, what would you define beauty as being?
Well, I put it into a very simple category when I think of beauty. It's two. I'm gonna bring up a topic such as race, for instance. My philosophy on that type of thing is two races. It's love and it's hate. And those two races are energy. So you can either pump out love energy or you can pump out hater energy.
Okay.
Now, just like as we all know, some people are have racial bias to different levels and all that type of stuff. Some people are haters by accident also, and pump out that type of energy too. So I just see that as beauty, like what energy does a person have, and what a person's thought can play a whole lot of that. You know what I'm saying? We can read people. And their thought process has a whole lot to do with that. I studied psychology for a long time at Urbana University, and it gets deep. But the thought process has a whole lot to do with projection on the outside also, energy-wise. So yeah, I see it deeper than just physical appearance.
That's great.
When we were young, I know people used to hear about all right, my boy, what would you rather have, a girl with looks or personality? You know what I'm saying? That was the elementary school talk or whatever, but it's by far personality, 110,000%. You know what I'm saying?
Agree with you.
Yeah, like looks mean a little bit too, but personality is by far means everything.
Sounds good. Shamonica, what defines beauty from your perspective?
Okay, from my perspective, I would say beauty is more than, skin deep. It is an image, but it's not your features. Like, I feel like you can't see it on a person, or you can feel it coming from a person. It's more so like like you said, what vibes they give off. Like, far as, love or hate. It's more than just your features on your face. It's actually being able to see that this person is a beautiful person. It's a beautiful soul. Like, and you can see those things through a person by just looking at them. Sometimes you can see it, the smile on their face, or their glow, or you can see it in their eyes. It's just certain things you can, you can read being with a person or next to a person or being in their presence. And I feel like it is something you create within yourself. It's kind of like a feeling. Like, you can look at somebody and say, you look happy today. Saying that meaning, okay, it's the way that they're smiling or how they're carrying themselves or the joy they got, the spirits. And I feel like that's the same thing with beauty. You can look at somebody and say, you're a beautiful person just by looking at them, but it's because of what they're giving out from the inside coming out.
Right. Like, beauty to me is the ability to express your true thoughts, inner thoughts and feelings to self, to others, and to nature entirely. It is also a great feeling of self-love that lies deep within yourself, deep beneath the surface of others and nature. It's not just what you can see on the surface of your skin, hair, and objects. It's within, loving your core beyond sight and seeing. So I also believe that beauty is the result of three factors: mind, body, and spirit. So, for example, in your mind, like I say, it starts with psychology, your thought process. So being rich in mind is being able to identify yourself without using your name and social security number. Being able to define your purpose, being responsible, having self-discipline, and having good decision-making skills. So being rich in mind also means reaching the decision to not work what people think, say, or do. And the other factor, your body. So providing the body with adequate food, nutrition, and exercise to protect each of the body's important systems is what I call being rich in body. To have a beautiful body, you don't have to have a six-pack, strong muscular arms, large breasts, buttocks, but eating healthy foods and partaking in daily exercise routines is all that you need to have a beautiful body. The last factor, your spirit. Having the ability to create and maintain positive energy and being able to use it to inspire people to become greater than yesterday is what I call having a rich spirit. So in 400 years without a comb, let's imagine 400 years of your slave masters telling you that you aren't beautiful, telling you that your lips are big, or your butt is too big, or you're too black, or you're too skinny, or you're too fat, or your hair is nappy.
Not 30 years.
You know what I'm saying?
400 years.
Let's imagine 400 years. So they would start creating products that they use around the house to make their hair more straighter. They would use lard and lye. Like black men in slavery was the first ones to create the first official relaxant in your hair. They would use lard and lye, which are cleaning products around the house, to straighten out their hair. When you understand that culture, you will see why people decided to use many cosmetics products to enhance their beauty. I honestly think people are hiding themselves because I see you as the Creator created you to be. You know, when you first came out the womb, you didn't have any hair extensions or makeup or cosmetics or butt injections or whatever. So I accept you from the time you was born to who you are now without this extra stuff as who you are.
You feel like a lot of the things that we do now came from, slavery or just our past, and we've become accustomed to it without even knowing why. Because if you really think about it, if we weren't here, or we didn't live in the European lifestyle, a lot of things we wouldn't look at the way we do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we're accustomed to it now, and we're immune to certain things. And if you don't go back and look at your history, you're not going to understand why you're doing the things that you're doing.
I agree.
So you can't fault the people. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of educating each other.
You got to educate yourself. Pick up from what you're saying. The actions of one generation becomes the history of the next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand why you're doing something, go ahead, do your research. See where it began. Who was the first people who started doing this? Why did they do it? So again, you have these people, white supremacists and social engineering propaganda placed on you to tell you that what's beauty and what's not. You know what I'm saying? For example, they tell you that, okay, they would depict that having huge buttocks is ugly, or you're fat or whatever. But now you got white women getting butt injections. You know what I'm saying? So we create things or cultural trends, and they tell us that it's not good, and then
They won't.
They go ahead and redo it and capitalize off the product. You know what I'm
They
saying?
keep the rich rich and the poor poor, and that's so true. That's why you need to save your money. If you want to go get it, you go get it. My mama taught me since I was a child, if you ain't got it, you don't need it.
I agree.
Regardless, like it ain't no, okay, I want to have this and I want to put that on her. My mama ain't never had a credit card, her or my father, and they both in their 60s. And it's just because if we ain't got it, we ain't got it. You
Like I say,
can't live above your means.
That's true. Like I say, not only do you just save, you got to know how to save. I ask this question: what do you do with your money once you get it? As soon as you get your check, what do you do? Most people say, I go pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Which is not the ideal way to do it. You should pay yourself first. So Uncle Sam already got his money before he got it. Now you go ahead and spend the money, and then they tax it. So you tax when you earn, you tax when you spend. So the ideal way of doing it is, let's say I punch the clock for 40 hours this week. Then the next week I punch another 40 hours, and I got an 80-hour work check. Now, I must think in my mind how much I'm worth out of those 80 hours and put it to my side. Put it to the side. Now, if you already employed, 10% should already be invested into your 401k plan, period, for your long-term pension. Now you gotta have 10% that's left over that you need to save. You need to put 5% in your midterm and 5% in your short term. Now, after you do that, you already got your paycheck, right? 10% already went to your 401k. You got 10% left. You put 5% in your short term, then you put 5% in your midterm. Now, pay your bills. Right? Now you pay your bills. After you pay your bills, go reward yourself with something. After you reward yourself, what's left over, put it back in your savings account. Do this every paycheck, and you will see how your lifestyle start to change. Me, I don't use a credit card. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically saying I have to borrow money from you, then pay you back with interest. But why do I need credit if I already have my money? You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. I can go to the store, I can go book a hotel, book a rental, book a flight, book a vacation without a credit card. I don't need it. Why? Because I understand how the saving process goes. So, and then on top of your savings, your emergency, your long term, your midterm, your short term, set aside your emergency 911 account. Now, your emergency 911 account is for unexpected expenses, like you need new tires or you need a new transmission or something. Whatever it may be, you got this 911 account set aside just in case something unexpected happens. You ain't got to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, worrying about who you going to borrow money from, where you going to get this money, or go to a payday loans to try to get some money. You already disciplined. Now, the goal for your 911 account is to have at least $1,000 in there sitting that you ain't touching. Just so if you want to go reward yourself with a trip or something, it's there. Or you can tap into your short-term savings account to do it. But if you got the same mindset every time you get paid or a big balloon payment, your habits will become way better. You know
putting that 5%, 10% to the side, that's not much.
It adds up. So basically, let me use my finances for example. When I first started, I got my 10% going to my long-term pension. I was putting $50 in my midterm, and I was putting $50 in my short term. You know what I'm saying? When I got my raise, I ain't go buy no stupid car, more expensive car, or expensive house, or jewelry. That's what I started doing. I started putting $100 every check in my short term. I started putting $100 in my midterm, and I'm still getting that 10 to 15% now into my pension. You know what I'm saying? Now, once I do that, I pay my bills first. I can go reward myself if I choose to do so, or help another brother or a sister who needs something, or another family member if they ask. And then I still have money left over to enjoy. I ain't spending all my money paying people first and then spending what's left over after I dishing out my money. You know what I'm saying? So not only do you just save, you got to know how to save. You always want to pay yourself first. Whether somebody give you a loan, borrow you some money, whatever, shoot, man, dude just gave me $100. I'm about to put $25 up in this account. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saving it. That's just how that works. But that's just a little bit on finances and saving. I'm going to get back on topic. Knowing that white supremacists have depicted what beauty is for blacks, what can we do as a people to help one another love ourselves fully without the conditioning of social engineering?
Just most importantly, lead by example, I would say. Show these women that, or, anybody in our community that it doesn't take for you to look a certain way. Embrace your natural self, embrace your natural beauty, and show them who you are. Like, lead by experience. Like, I don't know, like me, I'm natural. I got my weave in today. But I am natural, and I try to, be as pure as possible. And I like to talk to younger women, and I like to lead by example. Like, look at my lifestyle. Look at how I'm living. A lot of people ask me, how you do this, how you do that. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all. I don't. It's just a mental thing for me, and it's just understanding who I am and embracing myself and just, being who I am as a person. Like, I look at myself, I am a beautiful young black woman, and nobody can take that away from me, regardless of how you may label me. That's who I am. And with that being said, I don't have any worries. Like, I don't have any worries. I'm not worried about what the next person think. I'm not worried about what the next person's saying. I'm not worried about where anything else is coming from, because I'm not I'm not looking for what you're looking for. Like, I understand life. I understand why I'm living. And all you can do is just lead by example. You know, people going to start seeing that. Like I said, beauty does shine from the inside out. And when people see that, they want to know how, why, where. Like, so if you lead by example, just one person at a time. And that's all it is. You can't force it on everybody. You just got to change one person at a time. Right. And once one person changes, they might change that next person. So just, you know, take it day by day. And I think it's one person.
Baby, we're picture perfect. Baby, we're picture perfect.